Hi, today we will see this indicator. So this is a gas temperature indicator from 0 to 800 degrees. So there is an analog display and a digital one also. And the thing is called the turbine gas temperature indicator. The input is of course a thermocouple type K. Okay, you can see the thermocouple should be Chromel and Alumel. This thing was manufactured by Intercontinental Dynamics. And this is a rear connector. Okay, so we can see something interesting one more time. Two pins have different color. This one here and this one. These two pins correspond to the thermocouple input. Okay, so there is a blue paint here in order to indicate if this unit has been opened or not. It is not the case. This sticker indicates that this unit was repaired in 2012. On that side, there is an access to a potentiometer for the adjustment of the brightness. First, let's open this instrument to see what is inside. And after that, I will try to get it to work. Okay. Actually, I have already seen that board. This is the driver board for the pointer. This board is common to several instruments of the same family. And in the middle, there is also the power supply board, which should be common also. And there is something strange here. Now look at that, this capacitor is disconnected. This is very weird. Actually, you can see this terminal is desoldered. This is very strange. This is the filtering capacitor for the power supply. Only the front-end board is different for different instruments. This device is actually a torquer. The sine and cosine currents are provided using these two parts, which are actually power op-amps. And we can see we have two 8-bits DAC. And these two EEPROMs are lookup tables for sine and cosine functions. We can see here 3 BCD to 7 segments drivers. Okay, so we have actually a BCD bus here. Therefore, this part should be a 12 bits ADC with parallel BCD output. Okay, so we can see the very nice connection from the thermocouple input. So these two wires correspond actually to the thermocouple alloys. So we have a K thermocouple here. So the cold junction is done here. You can see the massive copper. So this permits to have a constant temperature. We should find a thermistor close to the junction here. This is maybe these two parts here. They are very strange. It seems to be a thermistor, but I'm not sure. Okay, as you can see, I have resoldered the capacitor. It seems that the pinout is identical to the RPM indicator described 2 years ago, approximately. So therefore, I have connected a 26 volt AC power supply and the input also. The input is connected to the thermocouple. And I am using the new power supply. I am going to turn on the power supply. Okay, so you can see this thing works more or less. The digital display seems working. Okay, but the pointer doesn't move. These four wires are connected to the torque motor. There is one common point, which should be the ground, which is this one. The yellow and the black wires are connected here to that point. Therefore, it is possible to measure the DC voltage across each coil. On the first one, there is a voltage of 0.4 volt approximately, and on and across the second one there is a voltage of 4 volts approximately. So it is strange that the pointer doesn't move. There is maybe a mechanical problem. I will remove the front glass to see if it is possible to move manually the pointer. Okay, I just removed the front panel here. Yeah, it seems that the needle is totally stuck. It is absolutely impossible to change the orientation. Yeah, I think there is a problem with the torque motor. I wanted actually to remove the needle, and it seems that now it can move. Look at that. It is a miracle. Okay, so let's see if now it will work or not. Look at that. Perfect. For the last test, I have connected this indicator to the Digipot thermocouple simulator. As you can see, this thing works perfectly, almost perfectly. There is a deviation of 1 degree. And there is probably a low-pass filter with a long response time inside this instrument. That's all for this gas temperature indicator. Thank you for watching and see you next time for another video. Bye bye.